The latest saga on my modification to the seat on the Tracer. Well, the next phase has arrived, and this here is the Cool Covers seat cover. And this is a company out of the UK. I've got this Cool Covers seat cover on my RS, and it is great. It's really designed for, it says air conditioning for your motorbike seat, permanent cooling whilst driving with the air flowing between you and your seat, keep your bottom dry when it rains, doesn't heat up even in bright sunlight unlike normal motorbike seats, UV resistant, easy to install without any tools, easily washable, and looks great. So we're going to put that on this Tracer here and see if it closes up this gap here that has been opened up a little bit because of the seat leveling modification, and if it also makes the seat a little bit more comfortable, which I'm sure it will do. So let's first have a look at the RS and see how its seat cover looks. Seat cover on the RS looks pretty snug. It's a nice snug fit to the forward end, and it doesn't interfere with the fitment at the back. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. The RS has got a nice level seat, and it's not this dish shape that you find on the Tracer. But so I'm hoping that I get the same level of comfort. It is going to raise the height of the Tracer seat just a little bit, but I don't expect that to be a problem. Good. We've got the seat off, and now we'll remove the product from the packaging. As you can see, there's not a heck of a lot to it, and there's a slightly smaller dimension here than here. So this, I would assume, is the front. It's just held on by a bit of Velcro like this. So let me just put that as a nice clean surface to work on, and let's try and see how this goes on. You're supposed to just slip this on here like this, and then work it over the back of the seat. A little bit snug. Take your time. The one in the RS is quite a snug fit, so I would expect that this would be similar. You might have to work this forward a little bit like that, and then pull it to get enough material for the rear of the seat. So that Velcro is holding that on there right now. And then you can just ease this into place with the Velcro on. Just pull it around. As you can see, I'm getting more material around. Once you've got it strapped on and you're not fighting with it so much, you can actually shape it quite nicely, and then keep snugging this up, right? You snug that up as you go and just work it over. All right. So it looks fairly even to my OCD eyes. So let us try and fit it on. Now again, I do have that modification, and I have it in another video. I do have the modification to raise the front of the seat a little bit so that it doesn't have this slope down into the tank. That really irritates me about the seat design on this bike. But now let's put it back in place. I've got to catch the little tab in front and then snap it into place. Hopefully it snaps into place with this cover on. There we go. That snaps into place. I'm not going to put that little rubber bung, this useless bung here, back into place just yet. It's just a little bit more snug, that's all. But it still looks fairly good. I'll show you a close-up of everything else in a second. But that looks pretty good. This is taut right now, so it makes the seat look a little bit flatter. But there's air gap underneath there. You can see that. But what I'm hoping is, because the design of this cool cover is such that there are two layers of this triangular or this diamond shaped mesh, and it's separated between the two layers by some tendrils or vertically oriented structure, and that keeps it apart. And so that'll help to ease out the pressure, ease on the pressure when you actually sit on the seat. Okay. Feels pretty good. Of course, I can't really tell how comfortable it will be, unless I ride the bike for a while. But I am sitting just a hair higher up, and I think that it'll feel much, much better on a longer ride. There's the gap in front that I was talking about. The gap is still there. I mean, it's just that it's kind of hidden a little bit more by that thick seat cover, so it doesn't look as bad, but water will still get down there just as easily as before. But it was never a watertight joint anyway, so I'm not worried about it. This is how it fits to the side, and that's how it looks at the back. There's no gap. So this looks really, really good as far as I'm concerned in terms of shape. Now, having a mesh seat there, I'm a little bit particular when it comes to seat covers, and I don't particularly like any seat cover. And this one here, it doesn't look as bad as some of the seat covers. For example, I wouldn't put beads on my seat, and I wouldn't put a sheepskin on my seat either. But some people swear by that, and that's their preference. But to me, the Cool Covers seat cover is a great addition, and I'll take it on a ride and see how it works. Well, what a difference this Cool Covers seat cover makes. Wow. Not only does it provide some cooling for my butt. Right now it's 77 degrees as I ride down this road here, and yes, there is a little bit of a cooler sensation underneath there, but that's not what I'm interested in when it comes to this Tracer. I'm relying on that thickness of cover to kind of even out the pressure points under the bones in my butt. And my God, what a beautiful job it's doing. You know, a lot of people think that, oh yeah, you just automatically put a gel cover on the seat and that'll make it more comfortable. Yes, it'll probably make it more comfortable, but in my case, I'm trying to adjust or correct for what I see as too much curvature in this seat for my liking. And this Cool Covers seat cover does a fantastic job of providing the necessary give where it needs to, and it's doing so while at the same time giving me extra cooling, under my butt. I would think that this will make for a very, very comfortable long distance saddle. And so I'm very pleased with this, and can only, well, I've based on the RS experience, I recommended it anyway, and now for the Tracer, oh, definitely I doubly recommend this thing.